Dear students, I'm Dr. Jangres Khan. I welcome you to the class of the Human Resource Management and Development. Today we will discuss some of the HR skills, human resource skills. And out of there are many skills which the HR requires nowadays. But today we will discuss the strategic human resource management skills and the business skills for HR professionals. We know that HR professionals need a variety of skills to perform their duty in appropriate way. This is because with recent scientific and technological development around the world, the responsibilities of the HR professionals increased. Now they will not only have to focus on the HR, the human resources, but they will also have to keep themselves informed with a variety of skills. They will lead strategic and the business skills. As a business partner, they will lead strategic and business skills. They will lead as they face many problems day to day in the workforce. So they will lead the problem solving skills. Similarly, they will have to keep a critical view on the performance of the different professionals, different sections. So they will have to they should have the critical skills, analytical and critical skills. Similarly, they have to keep the record of the HR and the relevant sections. So they need also need the statistical skills. The larger organization have research projects, so research is an integral part of the large organizations. Therefore, the HR professionals will have to update themselves with the statistical skills as well. Similarly, they are also involved in the recruitment and selection process, so they will have to update themselves with the interviewing skills and with the competency skills. They will as HR professional, they have to train the employees. They will have to update the knowledge of the employees. So they also need the learning and development techniques, and they should know how to communicate in a proper way too. As a business partner, they need strategic and business skills. They need, as discussed, problem solving, analytical, and critical skills in order to solve the problems they face on a daily basis. HR professionals need to know about research methodology to understand the contribution of HR research and to take part in the research projects. This is also explained earlier. They must be able to analyze and present information on what is happening in their organization by using statistical skills. As a major group of skills, they have to update themselves with HRM practices like the selection interviewing skills, job and competency analysis, and they also have to keep updated themselves about learning and development techniques and negotiations. Dear students, so first of all, let us discuss the strategic human resource management skills. We have read in detail in our lecture number 2 about the strategic human resource management skills. That it is a process in which we combine the HR strategies with the business strategies. So HR strategic activities support the achievement of organizational goals and values by bringing into line HR strategies with business strategies. In order to achieve the goals of the organization, what the HR professionals do, that they combine the HR strategies with the business strategies. The HR professionals are involved in the development and implementation of forward-looking HR strategies. They are integrated with one another. Importantly, they work with their line management colleagues in continuous formulation and execution of the business strategy. They work in line with, they help the management, they help the management colleagues in preparation of the business strategies, which will be later on combined with the HR strategies. If they keep themselves in line with the management, then they will be able to contribute toward the development of the effective business strategies. in which the role of the HR will be involved. HR professional ensures the organization has the quality of skilled and engaged people in its needs. The HR professional will have to make sure that the organization has the right number and the right number of the people, and all the people are have a high quality of skills, and the right people have been placed in the right place. The strategic business partner model, this explains the role of the strategic role of the HR in the organization. HR professionals as strategic business partners work closely with the management, influencing the business strategy and its implementation. As discussed in the previous slide, that the HR professionals, they have to cooperate with the management, with their colleagues in the management. They will have to work with as a team, part of team, with the management in order to prepare such business strategies in which the role of the HR is very highlighted. They share responsibility with their line management colleagues for the success of the enterprise. No doubt, they work along with the management to achieve the goals of the organization. They integrate activities closely with the top management and ensure that they serve a long-term strategic purpose. HR professionals need to become strategic business partners and gear their activities to improving the business performance. In assessing the role of the HR in organization, the management needs to find out to find out the extent to which these professionals meet the following criteria. And the management they want to find out whether the HR professionals, they spend time with the customers and clients. If they spend enough time with the customers and clients, they will be able to diagnose, discuss, and respond the needs of the customers and clients. Whether they actively participate in the business planning meetings and offer informed insights on the strategic, technological, and financial issues. Similarly, whether they demonstrate competence in the business knowledge, particularly the customer relations, delivery of the world-class management practices, and management of change. Now, let us discuss the strategic role of the HR directors. The role of HR director is to promote the achievement of the organization goals. As a part of the organization, the aim of the HR director is they carry out efforts in order to achieve the goals of the organization. In order to achieve the goals of organization, the HR directors will have to understand the strategic goals of the organization. It will have to find out what is the vision of the organization, what the organization want to do, what kind of strategies the organization need in order to achieve the goals. They will have to understand the business model of organization and play a part in the business model on innovation. They will have to understand how sustainable competitive advantage can be obtained through the human capital. They will have to ensure that they have the competitive advantage. They have advantage over the other organization in the field of the human capital. They will have to ensure that how can the human capital of the organization can be improved in order to have the competitive advantage over the other firms. They will have to contribute to the development of business of a clear vision and set of integrated values. They have to think in long term where the HR should go and how to get there. This is important that they should not have to be short-sighted. They will have to the HR directors will have to keep in mind that their role is a long-run role, and they have to plan how can the best quality of the human capital can be achieved. They have to understand the kind of employer behavior required to execute the business strategy successfully, and they believe in and practice evidence-based management. Similarly, they fully embrace ethical consideration when developing and implementing the HR strategies. Now, the strategic role of heads of HR functions. The strategic role of heads of HR function is fundamentally the same for the function. Their function is the HR director for the whole organization. You know that HR directors are for the human resource directors for the whole organization. So the function of the HR heads of HR functions and the HR directors is almost the same. Both believe in the development of the organization and in achievement of the goals of organization. They promote the achievement of organizational business goals by developing and implementing functional strategies in line with the business strategies. To carry out this role, the heads of the HR functions should understand the strategic goals of organization as they affect their functions. As we know that the HR functions are based on the basis of the organizational goals. Therefore, they should the heads of the HR function should understand the strategic goals of the organization. They should appreciate the business requirements and performance drivers related to these goals. They should take into account all those performance drivers which lead to the achievement of these organizational goals. They should help the senior management to understand the implications of its strategy for HR function. They should know how HR practices in function can contribute to the achievement of strategic goals. Similarly, the heads of the HR functions, they should ensure that their activities provided added value to the organization, and they should be aware of the broader context, the competitive environment, and the business and the business. Similarly, now let us discuss the strategic role of the HR business partners. The strategic role of HR business partner is to promote the achievement of business goals of organizational unit or function in which they operate. To carry out this role, they should understand the business and its competitive advantage, just like the previous roles, like the role of the HR directors, like the role of the heads of HR functions. The HR business partners also believe they also believe in the achievement of the goals of organization, and they work hard in order to achieve the goals of the organization. To carry out this role, they should understand the business and its competitive advantage. Similarly, they should be familiar with the business activities which lead to the achievement of the goals. So, in order to achieve the goals of organization, the HR business partners are expected to understand the business and the competitive environment. They will have to understand what are the goals of the organization on their part, and how to achieve those organization. In order how to achieve those goals, they will have to provide support to the strategic activities of their colleagues, and they will have to align their activities with the business requirements. Similarly, they have to believe in and practice evidence-based management. They should be proactive, anticipating requirements, and identifying problems and producing innovative and evidence-based solutions to them. They should see the broad picture and raise above the day-to-day details. They should fully take into account the ethical consideration while performing their activities. This means that the strategic partners should understand what role they will have to play as assigned to them. They will have to arrange their activities in such a way that the role on their part is played properly. Similarly, they will have to design activities in such a way that the goals of the organization are achieved. Similarly, they should know what are the business requirements on their part, and they should identify the problems they face, and they should also sort the solution of these problems. Another type of the skills which the HR professionals need nowadays are the business skills. HR professionals can be regarded as a business people with particular expertise in people. They are actually those HR professionals are those people who have a particular expertise in people. They are professionals in the human resources. They must also possess business and financial skills. The HR professionals should not only possess the HR professionality, but they should also hold the strategic skills and also the business skills. They need to understand as well as skills in dealing with the people, how their organization delivers value to customers, how the business achieves competitive advantage and make money. This is that they should not only have to expertise in the people, but they should also know. They should also find out such type of skills in the people that they are able to find the services provided, best type of the service provided to customers, and they should know how the competitive advantage in the human resources can be can be achieved over the other firms. Similarly, they should also know about the competitive advantage in business and making money. They need to understand the language of business, and because this will generally be expressed in monetary terms. They should not only have the experience, the skills in recognizing the people, in identifying the people, but they should also have the understand some of the terminologies of the business as well, because everything is expressed in money. They also need to know about the concepts of business model and business model innovation. No, they should they should what kind of the business skills they need. Business skills are needed to adopt a business-like approach to the management, one that focuses on allocating resources to the business opportunities and making best use of them to achieve the required result. The HR professionals should not only be expert in the human resources, but they should also possess the business skills, so that they may be able to find out the the ways for the allocation of the resources. The HR professionals should understand and act upon the. They should know what are the business requirements of the organization. Means what is the mission of the organization, and what are the strategic goals of the organization, and how these goals can be achieved. Similarly, the HR professionals should know that what are the organizational business drivers, and what are the core competencies of the this organization, or what can be the core competencies, how to develop the core competencies. All these knowledge should be, the HR professionals should be equipped with this knowledge. They should have and understand the business requirements of the organization, means its mission and its strategic goals. Similarly, at the same time, they should know the organization business model, means the basis upon which its business is done, how its mission and strategic goals will be achieved. They should know about the business model, means how to perform business, how to achieve the goals, what strategies to be developed in order to achieve these goals. Similarly, they should know about the business drivers, the characteristics of the business that move it forward. They should know find out the factors which will lead to the development of organization. They should know about the elements which can move the organization in the forward direction. They should know what the business is good at doing. In other words, we can say they should know what are the core competencies of this organization. The factors that will ensure the effectiveness of the activities, including specific issues concerning the profitability, productivity, financial budgeting, and control, cost and benefit, customer service, operational performance. The HR profession should have the knowledge of all these factors. The key performance indicators, which we call KPI, of the business that can be used to measure progress toward the attaining goals. The HR profession should also know the factors that will ensure that the firm resources, especially its HR, human resources, create sustained competitive advantage because they are valuable. Apart from these business skills, they should also, the HR professionals should also possess the financial skills. HR professional must know how to analyze and interpret the balance sheet, because while working in the organization, they will have to deal with the balance sheets. They will have to work with the terms like the balance sheet, like the profit and loss, like the cash flow. And they will have to understand and know the financial techniques of the budgeting and budgetary control. First, we come to interpreting the balance sheet. The HR professionals, they should also have the knowledge of the balance sheet. And what is the balance sheet? Balance sheet is actually the financial statement of a company, which include assets, liabilities, equity capital, total debt, etc. at a point in time. For example, we can say that a balance sheet is a statement on the last day of the accounting period of the company's assets and liabilities, and the share capital and the shareholders' investment in the company. It is a statement in which the assets and liabilities are shown at a particular point of time, at the end of the year, at the middle of the year, or at the end of a quarter, or second quarter, third quarter, or annually, whatever may be the mode of the financial transaction of the organization, whatever the rules may be. The balance sheet is actually the statement of the assets and the liabilities of organization at a particular point of time. It shows the equity capital, the total debt, the assets, and the liabilities. A balance sheet analysis assesses the financial strength and weaknesses of the company. Looking at the details of the liabilities and assets, one can predict the financial assets and strengths and weaknesses of the company. So, the HR professionals should not only have the expertise in the HR, but they should also know about the financial skills. And among these skills, the number one skill is the balance sheet. They should be able to compare the assets and the liabilities. They should also be able to find out the strengths and weaknesses by studying the balance sheet of the organization. Similarly, among the financial skills, they should also know about the classification of the profit. We know that the profit is actually the difference between the total revenue and the total cost. It is classified in trading statements, profit and loss accounts in the following four ways. Gross profit, the difference between sales revenue and the cost of goods sold, means the gross revenue and the difference between gross revenue and the gross sales. Number two, the HR professional should know these terms. They should know about the operating profit, which is the gross profit less sales, marketing, distribution costs, administrative costs, and R&D expenditure. The third type of the profit they should know is the profit before taxation, which is the operating profit plus invested income minus interest. And the net profit is profit minus taxation. The HR professional should know about these types of the profits. Similarly, he should know about the trading statements, and trading statements are actually the trading statements show the cost of goods manufactured, the cost of sales, the sales revenue, and the gross profit, which is transferred to the profit and loss account. So they should know, HR professionals should know the trading statements, which is actually the record of the cost of the manufactured goods, the cost of sales and sales revenue, and the gross profit. Similarly, the HR profession should know about the profit loss accounts. This is a very common term profit loss account. When you go to the account and you go to the bank and open account, you find different types of the accounts, and one of them is the profit loss account. And the organizations, the companies usually keep money in the profit loss accounts. Profit loss accounts provide the information required to assess a company's profitability, the return in the shape of profits their shareholders obtain for their investment in the company. Financial budgeting, budgets translate policy into financial terms. They are the statements of planned allocation and use of company's resources. They are needed to show the financial implications of plans, define the resources required to achieve the plans, and provide the means of measuring, monitoring, controlling results against the plans. Simplifying, financial budgeting actually shows the allocation, planned allocation of the company's resources in the different sections. Cash management. The HR professional should also know about the cash management. The cash management involves forecasting and controlling the cash flows, inflows and outflows of cash to the company or from the company. It is important and a systematic process of ensuring that problems of liquidity are minimized and the funds are managed effectively. The aim of the cash management is to ensure that company is not over trading, and that is the cost of its operation does not significantly exceed the amount of cash available to finance them. And cash budgeting, and operating cash budget deals with the budgeted receipts, that is the forecast cash inflows, and budgeted payments, forecast outflows. It includes all revenues, expenditures incurred in financing current operations, that is the cost of running business in order to generate the sales. Dear students, the material used in this lecture has been taken from these two books, the Armstrong and Taylor 2014 and DiCenzo and Robbins 2005. Thank you very much.